Speed from the Spec Clan. I say congrats. Thanks for the gameplay. Anyways, this story takes place. I was in the 6th grade. It was me. Of course, we're just gonna call myself Spooder because that's my name, and my friend Ashton. Well, it was on a Friday. It was kind of a movie day, as you could call it. We were just goofing off and being common 6th graders, and we went to lunch that day, and we was being all rowdy and stuff like that, and he decided he was gonna try to fake steal my milk. And so I mean, he thinks it's the funniest thing. I mean, everybody around us is laughing, messing around, and a teacher walks up, and I'm thinking, man, she's gonna think that I'm trying to steal, because I'm sitting here trying to get this thing back from him, because, you know, I freaking want my milk. And she looks at me and she says, well, why are you trying to tip his milk over? And I'm thinking, well, that's my milk. And I told her, you know, that's my milk. So she tells him to give it back, and she asked me if there's anything in it. So my dumb self, I thought, well, did he put something in it? So I look in it, and I said, well, no, there's nothing in it. Well, it was still full. And so she grabs the milk and looks in it and looks at me like I'm some kind of retard or something like that. So he gets a write-up, and at our school, it's basically just like a demerit. And he gets detention for it. So later that day during the movie that we had, it was probably the crappiest movie we've ever seen. It was, I forget what the name of it was. It was about some kind of surfer. I don't even know. But so we got so bored with the movie that we just decided, hey, let's just cause a ruckus and be stupid. So he stands up, goes to the trash can. I don't even know. Throw something away. I don't really freaking know. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna pull his chair out. The dumbest idea I probably had. So he goes to sit down, and right at that second, I had the perfect timing. I pull that chair out. And the teacher just looks at me, and because of course he was sitting there laughing, and she thought he was crying. So she looks at me like I just stabbed him or something, and freaking writes me up. And I mean, I was mad, he was mad, everybody was mad. So about 5 minutes later, I get a call. I gotta go to the office, and I'm sitting there walking down the, I don't even know if it's an aisle. I'm walking down the hallway this moment. I walk in, and the principal's sitting there. He looks me right in the eye, and oh man, I was so ticked off. And he just tells me I should have never done that, and it wasn't the right thing to do, and I didn't get any kind of detention or or any kind of anything to do with being in trouble, which was pretty lucky for me because I thought I was dead. And well, I mean, the whole situation was pretty funny, but honestly, I think we was just being stupid and being kids, and I really don't think the teacher should have reacted the way she did. But I mean, if my dumb self wouldn't have said that there was nothing in the milk, none of us would have got in trouble. But anyways, in the whole situation about pulling out the chair, I mean, that movie freaking sucks. I'm sorry but that movie sucks, guys, and I'm sorry. Oh man, I mean, I know the whole time I sat there but I know all of us was just being stupid and having fun. It was a good day. So later in the day, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, he's freaking out, thinking he's gonna get in trouble, and I'm freaking out because I'm thinking I'm gonna get in trouble. So my dad never gets a call, but he gets ticked off and decides, well, I'm gonna tell my dad because this is stupid. So he goes and tells his dad, my dad never finds out. And honestly, that probably would have been crap for me if my dad would have found out, but his dad sits there and laughs it off. So we go to his house later, only find out that someone actually does call my dad. And I'm sitting over at his house, not even knowing. And then come to find out, I walk back to my house and... Well, I didn't walk there. Okay, but anyways. I go back to my house and my parents are just sitting at the table and they kind of give me this weird look. And I was sitting there thinking, well, I mean, I don't know what's happening. So I go down to my room, and of course my room's in the basement. And they yell for me, and I walk up there and they said, did you go to the office today? And I just told them, well, yeah, I mean, I went to the office, but it went for nothing serious. I told them what happened, and my mom just stands up and walks off, and my stepdad just, I mean, I don't know if he was mad or really, but he just tells me to just go to my room. And that was basically the end of that. But all in all, I mean, come on, we're just kids. And other kids like that doing stupider stuff and getting in no trouble, because honestly I deserve to get, like, I don't know, like flip a card for like yellow, I don't know, but I didn't deserve a freaking write-up. I mean, it's a movie day, it's not like legitimate schoolwork, but I see, for legitimate schoolwork, I could see how I would have got in trouble. But anyways, I mean, the whole situation is basically bullcrap. But I don't really know. It was dumb. And I mean, most of it was, I mean, the whole situation was funny. And the next day, we both come back to school, and of course he has detention, and I have nothing. So he ends up going to detention, and then the next day, I'm gonna code name his name, just so everybody who knows him by this knows who he is. And we're just gonna call him Big Dog. So the next day we go to school, and cause detention, when you're at lunch, it's like a separate room out from the giant lunchroom, and he decides that because the tables are fairly close together, and I mean, Big Dog has this giant yogurt, and he's not the very smartest person I've ever seen, but he decides he's gonna karate chop this yogurt, and I don't understand why, but he full forced karate chopped the yogurt, and it explodes everywhere, and it somehow goes in this girl's eye, and she's sitting there crying. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I don't think yogurt burns when it gets in your eye. I mean, I've put worse crap in my eyes, and yogurt does not burn. So she's sitting there overreacting, and everyone thinks she's gonna go blind, and he sits there and lies about it. They get him on camera, because there's cameras everywhere, because we live in a weed town. Sorry about that. And he lies about it. They catch him for lying about it, and then they just tell him he should have never done it. And because he's actually neighbors with my grandma, and I mean, his parents never found out, but I mean, he hid and never told them. But that whole situation was dumb. He's not the smartest person. I mean, you got yogurt, you're supposed to freaking eat it. You ain't supposed to slam dunk it everywhere. All in all, kids are just kids. You gotta have fun. But when you're being stupid, you gotta be smart about it. You can't just be full retard. Pro tip, never go full retard. Thank you. But it just gets worse and worse. Never go full retard, I'm gonna say it again. So, people at school, don't sit by nobody at lunch. Don't let nobody have your milk. Eat all your food. Eat all your chips. Drink all your milk. Basically don't do crap. Don't say nothing, don't do nothing. And just be a general good person at lunch. And the whole situation, basically crap. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to ask that you guys like and subscribe if you would. And SpecSpooder out.